how has motherhood been for me? But how do I look? How do I look? How do I look? We came home. That night was not easy, guys. That night she never slept. Hey, ilibidi mamangu akuja alale na mimi because it was too much, and then the fact that sikuwa ndo, unajua nimetoka tu operation. I remember that day I texted my friend Irene and I was like, hey, ulijua aje kushika mtoto, ulijua aje kufanya hii, yani na feel like hizi vitu zote sijui, na feel nafaa kwa automatic. Irene told me, just be patient with yourself, take a day at a time, do what you can, usikwe hard on yourself. Of course there are challenges, but I can say it has been so amazing, so beautiful, and I'm glowing in this motherhood, and all glory goes to God. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and thank you so much for the love that you're showing me. Indeed, I appreciate and I am so grateful for all the love by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. And in this YouTube channel, we are talking about God, motherhood, fun, friends, and love. And today we are continuing the series. We have been in the series of motherhood, and it started with pregnancy, delivery. Now I want to talk about motherhood. How has motherhood been for me? But how do I look? How do I look? How do I look? That's how motherhood has been so fulfilling, so amazing, so beautiful. Of course there are challenges, but I can say it has been so amazing, so beautiful, and I'm glowing in this motherhood, and all glory goes to God. All credit. I was almost saying credit. All credit goes to God for seeing me through this motherhood journey. So I left where I was discharged from hospital. We came home. That night was not easy, guys. I don't know, it's because my baby alikuwa used to just staying in one place. Now we are coming back home. We had a long journey from Komarok to the place I am living, pia kupanda stairs, vitu kama hizo. So I think ilikuwa a lot for baby. So at night she never slept. Hey, we were there with my mother. Alikuwa amelala bed ingine, mimi nimelala bed ingine na baby. Ilibidi mamangu akuja alale na mimi because it was too much, and then the fact that sikuwa ndo, unajua nimetoka tu operation, so I can't sit very well because I have those two pains, so siwezi hata breastfeed kirahisi. At the same time sikuwa na maziwa enough, so baby hata ni kama hakuwa anashiba, vitu kama hizo. So it was not an easy thing. Hadi sasa nikaanza, I remember that day I texted my friend Irene and I was like, hey, ulijua aje kushika mtoto, ulijua aje kufanya hii, yani na feel like hizi vitu zote sijui, na feel nafaa kwa automatic. How comes? Na imagine hiyo ni day 2 of motherhood na nimekuwa hard on myself. Yeah, so Irene told me, just be patient with yourself, take a day at a time, do what you can, usikwe hard on yourself, and just enjoy it. Hizo vitu zingine zote zitakuja automatic. And looking back right now, how I know how to do things I wouldn't know how to do, hey, kumbe sometimes tunakwanga too hard on ourselves for nothing. Because after that, so my mother was with me for around 1 week, which was a good thing actually to have my mom around, because alitry kunionyesha a lot of things, and her being there, she made me laugh so much. Na unakumbuka niko na hiyo kidonda, ukicheka kidogo unasikia nikaa inaenda kufunguka. So yeah, hata hakunipea hiyo breathing space, alikuwa tu ananichekesha. Funny enough, my mother became so funny in that 1 week. Kila kitu alikuwa anasema ilikuwa inanichekesha. Nasema nafaa kujishika nisicheke because uko chini uko kwa kidonda naumia, but who am I? Nilicheka tu nikasema hiyo kitu ita adjust venye inataka tu ku adjust. Yeah, so at the same time bado kulikuwa na missing in between, so I had to wear pads all through. And now it reached a time my mother had to go back to my dad and also to her work, and I had to release her. So of course nilikuwa shaky, am I going, nitajua kufanya kila kitu peke yangu, will I miss her, things like that. but of course I remember actually after nitoke hosi niliambiwa nikuwe natembea tembea so that I don't get blood clotting. And then pia niliambiwa after 1 week I go for a review so that they can see the wound, of which I went, and they said that the wound is really improving and there is nothing alarming at the moment. So venye nilikuwa natembea, I used to go to rooftop. So nikiwa kwa rooftop, I used to pray about motherhood. So I'll tell God to see me through, anisaidie ku navigate, ni enjoy, ni kuwe able ku balance, nijue kufanya vitu about motherhood, to know what my child needs, akilia hivi, vitu kama hizo. So, and I thank God, my sister was around at the moment, because when my mom left home, my sister came, and then I was also with my cousin Maureen. One thing, I'm really grateful for those two people, because they walked with me the journey of motherhood through night, through day. Yeah, because now I was in maternity leave. I stayed for maternity leave, I think 4 months. I was at home taking care of my baby. I took in motherhood, siri yake ni take a day at a time, enjoy the moment, enjoy everything. So that's what I used to do. So I used to wake up, I stay with my baby. By then, that is the moment now I watched everything. Actually, in my pregnancy, sikuwa napenda TV sana. So I never watched a lot of movies, just the same I'm used to watch a lot of movies, especially Netflix. I never used to watch so much. So after my pregnancy, that's the time now I now catch up on everything. Nika subscribe Showmax, I continued with Netflix, nikaanza tu kuziwatch just taking a day at a time and enjoying motherhood. Of course, sasa si nilikuwa usiku zingine hatukuwa tunalala. Of course, the first like 1 month ilikuwa ngumu kulala. Mtoto wangu alikuwa analanga around saa 9, saa 8 asubuhi ama saa 9 asubuhi. Mimi nakwambia hatukuwa tunananga mchana. Unaona hapo saa 3, saa 2, saa 4, saa 5. Mimi hata sikuwa najuanga inakaaje. For the very longest time nilikuwa namkanga saa 8 mchana, na tutaenda tena hadi saa 8 asubuhi, but I just took it a day at a time. I enjoyed motherhood. It was really enjoyable. Of course, I missed my outside, because I'm an outside person. I missed it, but there was someone to keep me busy. Another thing, mi kusema tu kweli, mi sikukuwa ule wa kusema eti hadi 3 months ndio watu waone mtoto wangu. Mi nilikuwa napenda watu wakuja nitembelee, nipige hiyo story, nitoe hizo tension, and I'm happy when people go. I'm happy. I continue. Like sikuwa nataka hiyo. If there's one thing I prayed for me not to get into, it's something called your postpartum depression. And now the fact that I knew I'm going to single parent, I knew I'm not going to have that supportive partner that will walk with me that journey. Of course, I needed my friends to be supportive. I needed my friends to be there for me, my family to be there for me. And I can tell you the whole of, since I came from work, nilipata visitors hiyo weekend, not from work, from delivery, that is from Wednesday. Hiyo weekend nilianza na wageni, and I tell you ilikuwa wageni non-stop hadi I think hii month ndo nimerest, because many people came in July, August, May, June, July, August, September. Nimekuwa na visitors after visitors. If you follow me on my status, umeonanga tu kila time tu nikisema thank you for coming, thank you for coming. Yeah, imekuwa hivyo actually, and that really made me feel good, because walikuwa wananipea hiyo space ya kuongelesha watu, because I'm an extrovert. Mi si ule ningesema eti sitaki watu ni deal na hii motherhood peke yangu. No, I allowed people in my life, and it was such a beautiful thing, and it really made me go through motherhood in an easy way. Of course, there were sometimes emotions zangu zilikuwa zina erupt. I'm feeling things are not going my way, and that is the time I went to my therapist. I will give a call to my therapist. Thank you, Net. You are one of the people who have really worked with me in this motherhood journey, and I'm really grateful to you. Because I used to call Net. I tell Net whatever I'm going through. Net will work with me and tell me this is what I'm supposed to do, and this, and I will follow, and it really will help me. I started journaling. I did a lot of journaling in my motherhood. Sometimes I leave the baby with my sister or my cousin. I go to the room. I do a lot of journaling. I write how I'm feeling, how are things going on. Of course, I'll go to that one to rooftop. Other times ilikuwa imefika, I used to miss outside, nikaanza kwenda sokoni. Mimi ndo ningewaambia leo ni mimi naenda soko, si mnaweza kaa na mtoto. So hiyo time na ensure nimenyonyesha mtoto enough such that anaweza kaa hiyo karibu 1 hour. While I'm away, I used to go for walks, especially on Sundays. Ninaenda natembea, na rejuvenate and things like that. That is how motherhood has been for me. About vaccination, that is one thing I was really scared of, hiyo vaccination, because kunakwanga na hii ya gavana, kunakwanga na hii ya the special one. So for me, nilikuwa nimesikia hakuna difference between the two, so I was like, why not 22 year gava. So of course, as myself, I will pray about something, because for me, I told you, I pray about everything minus nothing, even the little tiny details. So I used to pray so much. Even for that 6 weeks vaccine, I prayed, I asked God to see me through, to give me that courage to be able to see my baby go through the injection, for my baby to cooperate, for isimuumize mtoto wangu tushinde tumelia usiku mzima, even for my baby to sleep. And true to his word, the first vaccine, that was 6 weeks, tulienda, my baby was very cooperative. Alilia tu ile time shindano iliingia, and then after that alikuwa tu sawa. Actually tukafika home, tukamwekea hiyo, we were told about that trick of ice cube. Ukifika home unaeka a cloth, alafu unaeka ice cube kwa place amedungwa, which really worked well, because after sometimes alikuwa anarusha hizo miguu hata aunge feel like. And then that is the moment baby analalanga sana, ako so calm, amsumbuani or anything like that. And imagine usiku tulilala vizuri sana, we slept so well, I had no problem. Sometimes in a feel, because even I remember before my mother went home, she advised me I should give my baby painkiller before we go for that vaccine, then tukirudi pia nimpe hiyo painkiller. But nikafeel, and then my friend Irene told me, unajua ukimpea painkiller haita work, hiyo dawa haita work kwa body yake. So she even advised me area to umpe afterwards. But again, a nurse who's my cousin Wamboi told me, hapana, ufai kumpea painkiller at all, the medicine will not work, so you just do other remedies but don't do the painkiller, of which I never did any painkiller, and my baby was good. So that was 6 weeks vaccine. After that we went to 10 weeks vaccine, it was also a success. Then also 14 weeks vaccine was also a success, and to where we are right now, all the vaccination has been a success. I've not had any problem with vaccination. It may be baby kupata temperatures, baby kusumbukana usiku, I have not faced that at all. Apart from that, I have seen my baby growing from a little tiny newborn to right now sitting, smiling with me, talking words which I don't understand, but I just love her, how she's doing. Right now she's sitting down, glory to God, like she can sit by herself, by the way, which is a milestone. It has just been beautiful. And then every time I'm sad, when I see my baby smiling at me, automatically moods zinachangingi. By the way, that smile, it has been so awesome and so beautiful and so fulfilling. Of course, there's something I miss while single, or not while single, but while without my baby. But of course, like moment nime-embrace. I have really enjoyed motherhood to my maximum. Another thing God has seen me through, I've been able to balance, which is always not an easy thing for many people. Even people come to my inbox right now and tell me, how do you balance motherhood with work, with friendship? You still have time for your friends, you still have time for your work, you still have time for everything, as in you are prospering in every dimension, not motherhood. And I can say, if there's one thing God gifted me, is balancing. God gave me that grace, and I can be able to balance everything minus nothing. Like right now, I know this is the time for my baby, so I am there fully. I will be there, I will stay with her, I will breastfeed her, I will talk with her. And that's why I introduce even devotion. Actually, I do devotion with my baby every other morning. I will go to shower, then after that I come and change her, and then after that I go sitting room, nikae naye tufanye devotion. I do that Bible study with her, even if though she's asleep, ajuange tu hivyo. I know basically anajua tu in one way or another. So after that also I pray for her while we are there together. Then in the evening I even started a book called When Mama Prays. Unfortunately I've not carried the book, but it's a good book whereby you pray for the body parts of your baby, the characters that you want your baby to develop, which have been so intentional. I've been doing and worked with people through that 40 days. One of them is my best friend Irene. We worked with that through that journey of 40 days of prayerhood, and it was so beautiful to do that. So those are the things I've been intentional in motherhood, like equipping my baby and trying to work with my baby in the right in the right path. And also you see how baby do things, they adapt things you do. That's how I've tried my best, and that's why I don't like to stay with my baby when I know I'm not good, like I'm mentally not okay, things are disturbing me. That's why I'll just leave my baby with the people who are helping me, go work on myself, then now come back as a healthy mama, because my prayer always is to be a healthy mama for my healthy baby at all time. And that way it has been easy, so that when I'm in motherhood fully. When I go and be with my friends, I'm with them fully. Of course, I'll give a call to check on how baby is doing, on how she amekula, amekunywa maziwa, how everything is going on. And another thing, by the way, let me not forget, when I was pregnant, I prayed for my baby. Actually, I always prayed for a calm, a relaxed, a healthy, bouncing baby girl. That's what I used to pray for, and I can tell you God gifted me that. My baby is so calm, she will not disturb. Actually anasumbanga tu maybe kama akona njaa, kama ile tu, of course unajua venye usingizi uchokoza watoto, something like that, but otherwise she's so calm. So whenever I am comfortable, that my baby is okay. Even when I'm at work, I'll just call to know how she's doing, and I'm always told that she's okay. And I thank God, since I went to work, I resumed work in September. From that September to where I am right now, I have never got a call that have made me to come out of work to go and attend to my baby, which is it is not something usual, and that's why I'm really grateful to God for that, actually. So that's the thing that I used to do. I really prayed about my baby when I was pregnant. Let me tell you, if there's a moment you can draw, not that I can say that other moment you can draw close to God, but that is a moment you need to draw closer to God. Even many mothers can tell you that is something that drew them closer and closer to God, because you need God. You need God every step of motherhood, I tell you. So that is one thing also I have learned in motherhood. And it has been so beautiful to see that I can be comfortable wherever I am. Another thing, I thank God, God sent me supportive people. Like I've had to work with Maureen, my journey of motherhood. I was so green. I never understood anything in motherhood, but Maureen literally worked with me from changing baby's diaper, to know cries of baby, to know how to go about with baby. That is everything I learned, which was so good. Also, my sister worked with me. We were also green with her, but we learned a lot of things together. Google was our friend. Nakwambia sasa hivi ukiona Google yangu akifanya hivi inamaanisha nini, akifanya hivi inamaanisha nini. So Google has always been my friend. Also, I call her my pediatrician, that is Irene. She has always also been my friend, because anything that I feel it's not usual for baby, I will go to her inbox, or even call her sometimes and ask her, how should I go about this, how should I go about this, and she has been very very helpful. I also want to thank Jane, who is my neighbor. Yeye pia amekuwa akikuja kuensure nimejua vitu mingi about motherhood. And also the mothers who have come to my inbox, whenever I post something in my status, they come to my inbox na wananiambia how to go about it. I can say that has been my journey of motherhood. Actually, it has been beautiful. Another thing in motherhood, the challenge that I faced is when one day my baby got a flu, and alikuwa na hiyo homa. That was the longest time of my 2 days. Actually, it was 2 days, longest 2 days, because that time baby hataki mtu. There was a day I sat in a certain position, I think for almost 5 to 6 hours sijesonga, because hataki kuachiliwa, hataki kushikwa na mtu, ni wewe tu. And even that's the time even my mother told me, hey, watoto akiwa wasik ni mama wao tu ndo wanatakanga, so itabidi tu umevumilia. So that was the most hardest moment I had, because sasa unajua for a fact baby wana drain energy ya mtu, so hiyo kukaa na yeye, kushinda na yeye, umempembeleza, alafu pia because she's not okay, hata wewe inakufanya una feel you're not okay in some type of a way. But of course I looked for something to distract me so that I don't get stressed over it, and of course I prayed for her, and she got well at the end of it all. So that was one of the challenge I went through. Another challenge ni teething now, which I'm still going even right now, because baby akithit anataka kuthit na matiti yako, actually, by the way. because that is the time that meno zake zinamea, so zinamwasha. Kuna usiku ingine sijalala because anashinda the whole night kwa breastfeeding, na at the same time ana teeth na matiti yako, nothing painful like that. But nimesikia kuna invention imekuja inaitwa nipple shield, yenye nilicomplain kwa status, watu wakakuja kwa inbox wakaniambia si ujaribu nipple shield. Just when I bought it, ameacha, ni kama hiyo kuwasha imeisha. The funny thing, but anyway, haijakuwa mbaya about it. So yeah, so even though imekuwa about motherhood, just taking a day at a time, working on myself whenever I feel I'm not okay for my baby, being able to balance, and actually a lot of prayers, a lot of prayers. Motherhood is always on my prayer list every other morning and every other evening, depending on how the day has gone, of which it has been beautiful and it has been amazing actually. Another thing to highlight is God has been so faithful, especially in providing for me. He has seen me through the people who have come to visit me. They have brought a lot of diapers, a lot of things that even I've not had to buy. I first did my first shopping for baby before azaliwe, and it's just last month that I've gone and nikambaia zingine because watoto actually wana outgrow. Kuna manguo nilibuy sikuona hakivaa, siwezi wadanganya. Hata by the way inaweza ambia tu mtu usinunue vitu mingi, zinaendanga tu hivyo. So right now itabidi ni donate, I give someone to mwenye amekuwa na mtoto, because aliacha hata kuna zingine hakuzivaa actually. Hata there's another beautiful sweater na angalianga hapo na nasema yesi ungevaa kidogo. Yeah, and my baby is so healthy. Another thing actually in motherhood is about it's about breastfeeding actually. Nikiwaambia nikianza motherhood I never had a lot of milk, so my friend akaniambia about inaitwaje, about kukunywa hot drinks constantly such that ndo maziwa ianze kukuja, and the more baby ana breastfeed the more maziwa inakuja, and that really helped me kukunywa a lot of hot stuff. It really made me have more milk. Also something like another thing was njahe. Njahe also helped me. Up to today I eat a lot of njahe. Of course sikuwa napenda hiyo harufu, but thanks to my friend Diana aliniambia karanga na kitungu mob so that you cannot feel that smell, and which imenisaidia pia. Hiyo pia imenicreatea maziwa that right now I really have a lot of milk. My baby has a lot to drink actually. Nime breastfeed exclusively. Sasa ndo ameanza sasa kukunywa uji actually, because I have a lot of milk. Nimekuwa able kupump, hata nilikuwa nimejaza kwa fridge. I started pumping around June before I went back to work, because I knew I am going back to work in September. So nikaanza kupump, so baby amekuwa na enough. And also prayer, I started praying about milk production. Ndio maana nawaambianga unaombea ile, unaona hiyo tiny little thing, hiyo hata milk production mimi niliombea, and I have seen God coming through for me, that I've been able to have enough milk for my baby, like ako tu na enough. That's why hata benye stima ilipotea, kuna time tulikuwa na national blackout, karibu nilie, because I was like hii maziwa yote yenye imejaa kwa freezer inaenda hivyo nikiangalia. Hapana, please God do something. KPLC please rudisheni stima. But finally the steamer came and my milk was not destroyed, and that after hiyo ndio imekuwa easy, because baby amekuwa kikunywa wala matwa I pump also nampelekea. Yeah, so basically I think I've covered everything about motherhood. I can say motherhood is beautiful, it's fulfilling, it's amazing, and I love it here. I really love it here. It's wonderful and it's amazing, and I thank God for working with me through. And this is just encouragement to all mothers there. You are doing a good job, no matter what. You are doing a great job. Do not, mtu asikwambie unafanya kazi mzuri sana with whatever way you are taking, because hakuna kitabu ya motherhood. Hakuna by the way, una figure out things on the ground. Hapo ndo utajua kila kitu venye zinafaa kufanyiwa. So all you can do, pray to God, ask God to guide you through that motherhood. Yes, and that has been it for my journey of motherhood. Thank you so much for working with me through the journey of pregnancy, delivery, and now we have done motherhood to where I am right now, because I'm a 6-month by that time this video goes up, I'll be almost 7 months. I'll be actually 7 months, a 7 month mama. So that has been it for me. Thank you so much for being here. More content about motherhood will come. I will invite my friends who are in motherhood and we can talk about it. One of them ni huyo mwenye mmesikia hapa sana, Irene, you're welcome to this channel so that we can tackle motherhood and how it has been for both of us. That has been it for today. Until next time, bye bye guys.